Triple E EDC back again with another knife video. This is the Protech TR-3 Operator. TR, of course, is tactical response, and this is a really cool knife. I love the Protech Operator series. I own a couple of knives from that series. I've owned other knives that have also been from that series, and I'm going to go ahead and cover both the TR-3 and the TR-3 Operator in this review, because this is, essentially a TR-3 just with the operator treatment. So I'm going to talk about both of those. All right, let's go ahead and do some size comparisons. First of all, let's go ahead and look at the Benchmade Griptilian, which probably is the best size comparison. It's basically the same exact size as a Benchmade Griptilian. So if you know and love the Benchmade Griptilian, then you'll also be happy with the size on this Protech TR-3. Let's go ahead and look at the ZT-0562. As you can see, that was a little bit larger. Let's go ahead and do the Tuya Knife Envy and the Quiet Carry Drift. Both of these are going to be smaller knives. And again, I said I don't have my normal amount of knives here, but here is the Endura, the Spyderco Endura, and the Harsey folder from Spartan blades. So as you can see, both of those are significantly larger than the Protech TR-3. So this is going to be, again, that Griptilian size, which is just a classic, really good EDC size, just in general. And I'm going to go ahead and talk about the good and the bad of this knife. So the TR-3, first of all, is a Protech. And what is Protech known for? Protech is known for out-the-side automatics and the action that comes as a result. And it really hits nice and hard. It has a nice spring to it. As you can see here, the spring tension on it is actually pretty good. And I'll go ahead and demonstrate that by just holding this side right here, and you can really see the amount of reverberation this knife has. It hits pretty decently hard, and very happy about that. So the action on this is just what a Protech does. It's a great action, which I definitely appreciate. The next thing on this is I love the fish scale pattern that is on a lot of Protech's knives. It's not just on this one, it's not just on the Operator series. They do it on a lot of different models. The regular version of the TR-3 does have this pattern as well, or at least that's an option. There's options with or without the pattern in different colors and everything like that. So, but it is a classic Protech pattern that I absolutely love. It not only looks good, it adds some texture to the knife as well, which I appreciate, and especially on some of these Operator versions, it helps break up some of the monotony of straight black all the way across. And frankly, on the Operators, the DLC coating on here, or I shouldn't say the DLC coating, but the coating on here, it just feels a little bit slick if you don't have that. Like on the, I don't have it with me, but the Protech CQC Emerson, CQC7, the Emerson version, it is very slick if you get the Operator version. So having this fish scale pattern, I can't talk today, on this is very, very helpful for ergonomics. For texture, I should say. Ergonomics on this are really, really good as well. This is a size large gloved hand, and as you'd expect, it has a grip similar to that of the Griptilian, but not quite. As you can see here also, these are flat slab scales. This ones on my Griptilian are here. This is a DLT exclusive Griptilian, links below for that. This DLC exclusive Griptilian has flat scales, and this is sort of along that line. But if you look at the ergonomics on here, the ergonomics are pretty similar except for the little choil here. So it just has a little bit extra here, but otherwise, and it helps fill out the hand a little bit, but otherwise it's a very good ergonomic profile, which I appreciate. The blade shape on here is excellent. It has a little bit of flat at the bottom and then a nice amount of belly coming to the top, and it has a nice tip for piercing, which has a swedge on it, and it comes out to a nice end here, which gives it some lateral strength as well. This is just a really, really good blade shape all around for EDC, and even for tactical purposes, it is a good blade shape. As far as tactical response, TR's tactical response. I'm not sure, I'm not a tactical person, but I know this has a lot of applications that could be useful. Is it more of a fighting style knife or something like that? Probably not. But as far as other tactical implications, search and rescue, things like that, I think are definitely going to be this is a good blade shape for that. All right, let's go ahead and look at the next thing, which is the clip. The clip on here is actually good. I mean, a lot of people are gonna, say, hey, it's a standard clip. Reminds me a lot of a Benchmade and all this stuff, and where's the deep carry clip? I think on this is fine. I have no problem with it. It gives you a little, ramp here, especially with the fact that it's TR technical response. You can go ahead and grab this out of your pocket with gloves, so it gives you a little purchase to do that up here. I think this is a good design. Also, if you look on here, this has, you see some of the fish scale pattern is smoothed out. Well, that's so your pants can go in and out of your pants without, starting to rip up your pants. This texturing otherwise might, cause friction against the pants and rip up the pockets. This helps prevent that, which I think is great design. So like that as well. The Operator series, of course, has all DLC. I love the DLC treatment on the blade here, especially the coating on this holds up pretty well, and I've always been pretty happy with my Operator series knives. The Operator series, of course, has this tritium insert here. You cannot see it in this light. Go watch my, I think I had the SNG, the Strider SNG version of the Operator. I went ahead and turned that off. You can see what this looks like in the dark, but you can see a little bit right here where it'll glow in the dark, and it definitely does glow when you see the lights are out. So check that video out if you want to see sort of total darkness. In any event, this is a great, simple all-around design that is just timeless. I mean, that's really what it is. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the bad on this. Actually, before I get to the bad, let me talk a little bit more of the good in the blade steel. So the blade steel is 154 cm, which Protech uses on a lot of their knives, and it gets sort of a rap as being a tired steel. It's not tired. It was a super steel at one point. CPM 154 cm. So they're both. I mean, people love CPM 154 specifically because it's a powder metallurgy steel, but 154 cm is almost nearly as good. It's that's the reason Protech uses it instead of CPM 154. Is the additional cost on that powder metallurgy steel doesn't outweigh the benefit, or doesn't give you a benefit that outweighs the cost. So they decided to go with 154 cm as a result, and I think it's the right decision. But 154 cm is a great steel. It just is an all-around user steel. It has a good balance of all the properties of steel, and it really takes a really, really keen edge. I mean, there's a reason so many makers use it, is it's easy to work with, and it takes a really, really keen edge. As far as price-wise on this, $180 or so for the base model. I think that's around what the price is. That's a good price. I'm very happy with that. It's around the price of a Benchmade 940, and this is every bit as good as a Benchmade 940, if not better in fit and finishing quality. Protech does an awesome job with that, so definitely appreciate that there. This version, though, the Operator version, costs $250, and it is still available in some places. The Operator version tends to sell out pretty much everywhere. I'll link, if I can, to the DLT in case they get more in stock. I don't think they will, but if you search online, you may be able to find this depending on when you see this video. So just check that out. This is now let's go ahead and talk about the bad, because there's some bad on this. So first of all, this is right hand tip up only. It is, as you can see here, there is no holes drilled for left hand carry, and because of the button here, there's going to be no tip down carry. So really, it has one position carry, and that's it. So it is what it is. Next on this is the lanyard hole. Look, it's out of the way, but I don't really think it's a good spot for a lanyard. I don't use lanyards anyway, but it's not really a good spot being that close to the clip and sort of being up this high. I don't know. I don't get really the lanyard hole right there. I think if you're going to do it in a spot that's a little bit better. They did have a spot down here they could have done it. I don't know why they didn't do it down here. You know, if I had to guess, I'd have to say it's probably because the blade's too close, but, you know, this is not a great spot for it. Next on the bad is the blade grind is off on this. So as much as the fit and finish on Protech is almost every time I get a Protech, they're perfect, right? This one did not come perfect. So I don't know if you can see, but as you can see, sort of this is how big the bevel is on this side, and then you turn it over, and you can see the bevel is different size on this side. So here, especially down there at the bottom, you can see the differences. So I don't love the fact that bevel is off. Of course that can be corrected. Like I said, CPM 154, or actually I'm sorry, 154 CM in this case, is very easy to work with, and it's a really, really easy steel to sharpen, so it's very easily correctable. I'm not going to correct it on this. This is actually being, I sold it to a coworker at a discount because she's going to be giving it to her husband for Father's Day. So this knife is already sold, but more of a favor to a coworker. I probably would have kept this otherwise. This is an excellent knife and an excellent EDC, but wanted to do a solid for a coworker. In any event, overall, this is a knife I can definitely recommend. If you are looking for an EDC and you want a push button automatic out the side, then this is, you can't really do worse than this. I'm sorry, can't do better than this most of the time. This is an excellent knife, is what I'm trying to say. Isn't it? I think I got the expressions mixed up. This is an excellent knife. Definitely recommend this for anyone looking for an out the side, especially in this price range. And I like the fish scale pattern one. The Operator series I think is a great value for this one, because a lot of the other Operator series are like a full $100 more than the original sort of base price one. With the base price one on this one being more like $180 and this being $250, if you're going to get an Operator series one, this one's actually a really good one to get. So again, I'm rambling a little bit, but definitely recommend this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate you guys. Go ahead and hit the Patreon below, and you know, check that out. I do a lot of monthly giveaways, both for the regular channel and for Patreons. Patreon gets an extra giveaway just for Patreon members as an exclusive. And go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe. Definitely appreciate you guys so much. Thank you.